We're shopping, we're fishing with the queen herself, 심수연님. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
Are you a type of person who self-justifies their reasons for failure quite often?
I like to think that it's a way of a positive approach to life.
It is. It really is. 긍정적이게 생각을 하는 거죠.
그렇죠. Not concentrating on your failures, just sort of moving on.
Yeah, and you just let it go. 털털하게.
털털하게.
털어놓는 거죠. Just shaking it off. It's
Absolutely.
okay if you lose. I was gonna let you win anyway.
Oh yeah, why not?
Totally.
You know, at least once.
It's the least selfish thing to do.
Absolutely.
Really. We're helping the world out.
Yes,
If
the world
I
is a better place.
Step back and
Absolutely.
let you win. There you go. Now we are going fishing today. 그래서 오늘의 2부 퀴즈는 낚시 관련한 문제인데요. I don't know if our listeners, our genies, go out fishing often. But 낚시에서 30cm 이상의 큰 물고기를 잡았을 때 쓰는 말은 뭐라고 할까요? There's an actual term for this. 영어로는 big fish 또는 big catch 이라고 쓰는데요. 정답 아시면 샵 1013으로 단문 50원, 장문 100원 유료 문자 보내주시면 추첨을 통해서 커피 쿠폰을 드리고 있기 때문에 많이 보내주세요. Alright, well let's go shopping. Let's learn all about fishing.
Yes, fishing, it's 낚시. And of course, the person who does the fishing is generally called 낚시꾼. But
okay.
also another expression is 강태공.
Oh, that has nothing to do
I know,
with
it like makes no sense. Well, because it makes no sense because it means it's the name of a real person who existed in the Chu dynasty in China a long time ago. And actually, apparently, he was one of those people that he studied all his life and never applied for a government position, which like is what people did at that time when they study, you know, you become a government minister and that's like the glory of your family. He didn't do anything. He just studied and of course made no money, had no job. So he became very poor and he became a pauper. And one day in his 80s, he was fishing and met a young man who happened to be the future king of the Chu dynasty. And they ended up ruling the country together, of course, you know, very late in his life. And the legend says that when he was fishing, he just had a rod and a string. He didn't have a hook. So he wasn't really fishing. He was fishing or waiting for his opportunity in his life. So he's the best fisherman because, you know, it's what's more important than a fish?
A man.
A man, king. Right?
He fished.
Opportunity.
He was a
he
fisher
fished
of
man.
Look at that. What a great story.
So he's considered like the best fisherman. His name is synonymous as a person who fishes, but specifically an angler, one who fishes with a rod.
It's called 낚시꾼.
낚시꾼 and 강태공.
And 강태공. Okay, interesting.
So that's a fun fact. But so 낚시꾼 is a fisherman and an angler, but 어부 is another word that means fisherman. But this is someone who fishes for like as a job.
Oh, okay. Like his job in life.
Right, his job
career.
is to go out and fish.
Okay.
But 낚시꾼 is someone who does it for fun, as a leisure thing.
Sure.
And
Great hobby.
This is something that I didn't know. 조 is a word meaning to fish. It means 낚시. That's just that word 조. So a lot of the 낚시 expressions start with 조.
Okay.
So the first one is 조사. 조사 is sort of like like when you do 조사, you would think it's the more common word that you think of is research. But here it means a person who fishes, basically a fisherman.
Oh my gosh,
like,
so many words.
I know. So like if we were fishing buddies, and I'm going to shorten your last name, and I would just say, 바조사님. And you would call me, 심조사님. So 조사 is a person who fishes, and it's a term, like, 선생님, something like that.
Okay. 조금 level up. 이죠?
Yeah, very.
님을 붙이는
게 좋죠. Okay. Yes. And 조과 is fishing results. sort of like so I can say, 바조사님 오늘 조과는 어땠나요? How are your fishing results today?
어마어마한 왕 낚시하게
I
됐어요.
caught a fish this big. Fish stories.
The king of the fish. Okay.
Yes. So 조과 is the fishing results, and 조황 is general fishing situation, like average results, not necessarily yours, but that day or that area.
Okay.
So you can say, 그날 조황이 아주 좋았습니다. 아주 안 좋았습니다. The 조황. So these are expressions that are sort of, it's not really familiar to us, but these are common expressions for the fishing community.
Sure, and maybe if you go to like the fishery markets and things like that, I mean, you can tell that the prices fluctuate a lot based on the 조항. If there's a lot and plentiful of supply, then
Yes.
you'll get it for cheaper, and if not, then you're going to have to shell out a lot of money.
Exactly. Well, finally, 출조. It means to go out to fish. So, 오늘 출조 나가시나요? Are you going to go out fishing
Like a
today?
출장. Like a work trip, but a
Yes.
fishing trip.
Fishing trip. So, it's quiz time.
Already?
Well, the 출 in 출조 means to go, to leave. And so we're going to look at some more 출 words, just like you already said one.
출장. I know that one.
So we're going to guess these meanings. You'll probably know them.
Okay.
First one, 출사. Yeah, this is the most.
Oh no, 출사. Oh, I know, because 출사, 출 we know as to go or to exit or to, 출사 is exit out of your body. Is it the baby? You're giving birth, labor.
That's another one. That's another word. 출사 사 means, this is a hint, to copy, describe, or to draw.
Oh, publish. Oh no, I'm not getting this right at all.
I know. Well, this is also a more specialized expression for those people who actually do this kind of hobby or activity.
Okay.
This is for photographers.
Oh.
So if they are going to go on a 출사 to, I don't know, some remote area, they are going on a photo excursion to take photographs.
사진 찍기.
사진 찍기.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. 출사. There you go.
Next one, 출발.
Go, go, go! 출발이죠. 그거는 애초부터. It's a very beginning word, I think.
Yes. If you didn't know, yes, that's what it means.
To go,
출발.
yeah.
Yes. Well, this one, you sort of already, 출산.
이게 labor이죠. 출산.
아기를 낳는 것. To give birth. 출산.
There you
Good job.
go.
Next one, 출근.
출근. 많은 분들이 퇴근하고 계시는데요. 출근 means to go to work. Yes. There you go.
To go to work. Yes, 근 is working. So, yes, good job.
Oh, thank you. 3 out of 4 is not bad.
Oh, that's very good.
Not
very
too bad
good.
at all.
Yes. So, yes, 낚시 is fishing, and it comes from the word sort of 낚다. 낚다 is to catch or to hook, but there are so many like fishing words that we use in daily lives. So 낚다 also is not necessarily for fish. It's also for people. Like to fool people. You've heard of that,
Like
right?
낚였어. Like I got fooled. I played dumb maybe, if you want to self-justify that.
Right. 낚다 is the person who is fooling. Fool for someone to get something you want or catch a person. But 낚이다 is to be caught, to be hooked, to be fooled, to be tricked,
Yeah,
or
to be
be
tricked.
enticed.
That's right.
So these two expressions, it's meant to be for fish, but it's used in daily life.
Sure, there's a literal meaning and there's a figurative meaning as well, and especially with the hook term, you can get hooked on something.
Exactly. Even in English,
Addicted.
Fishing terms are really used. It's because you're standing over the fish and trying to catch them.
Yeah.
That whole activity is very like real life too.
Sure, and in sales as well, 요즘에서 많이 쓰는 표현이 clickbait이잖아요. And we know bait as 미끼. Yeah, 미끼를 던져서 낚이면 바로 돈 날릴 수도 있기
미끼가
때문에.
많죠. There are
true.
so many baits all over, all
That's
around
right.
us. Yes.
Well, if you're just joining us now, we are going shopping with Shim Soo-yeon as we learn all things to do with fishing. Now, it may not seem like a fun hobby. There are die-hard fishermen out there. But to learn a little bit more about this culture, it's time for our quiz. 오늘의 nonsense, it's not nonsense 아니죠? 2부 quiz, 낚시에서 30cm 이상의 큰 물고기를 잡았을 때 쓰는 말은 뭐라고 할까요? 영어로는 big fish 또는 big catch이라고 쓰는데요. 샵 1013으로 단문 50원, 장문 100원, 이름 문자 보내주시면 추첨을 통해서 커피 쿠폰을 드리겠습니다. 4820님께서는 대박! Big fish! 그냥 대박일 수도 있을 것 같아요. If you catch a big fish, 그냥 저절로 나오는
대박이긴 대박이죠.
대박이죠.
Yes.
Keep sending in your messages in the meantime, let's go shopping.
Yes. Well, fishing also has a negative meaning in English too, because in reference to dating. I don't know why it's really referenced in dating too. Like if you break up with somebody, people will say, "Oh, there are plenty of fish in the sea."
That's right. 물이 좋다.
물이 좋다. Yes, and fishing in English it means when someone reaches out to multiple people and just sort of watches to see who will get hooked.
야, 예를 들어서 이렇게 보내는 거야. 고등학교 때 이런 친구들이 있었어요. 실제로 그냥 hey, 한글로는 안녕, 뭐 물음표.
To like 10 people?
To like 여자들 한 10명한테 그냥 뿌리는 거예요.
To see who will answer.
낚이면 거기서 그냥, exchange를 하는 거고, 뭐, 안 받으면 안 받는 거고. 이게 낚시죠.
This is usually not for a serious relationship.
그렇죠.
So,
물을 테스팅을 하는 거죠. Testing the water.
Yes. So yes, even in English it's like that, but in Korean there's a specific expression too. Well, 어장 literally means fishing grounds. But 어장 관리 literally means managing the fishing grounds. But it actually figuratively and more often is used as playing the field.
Oh,
You've heard that
okay.
expression, right?
어장 관리하는 중이야.
And it's actually, it's a little different from fishing because it means you're meeting multiple people and sort of making them feel like they're special, but you're not really committing to anybody.
It's so tiring. How do you do that? 한 사람.
Somebody who has a lot of energy.
Seriously. 한 남자친구, 한 여자친구 쏟아붓는 것도
또
어려운데.
힘든데. Yes, I agree.
2명, 3명까지 관리하는
It's not for everybody.
그것도 스킬이라고 보여야 되나요?
그러게요.
좋은 스킬은 아닌 것 같기도 하고. Well, I mean, you got to give credit where it's due. All right, so let's go downtown. Let's shop. Let's see what we can buy here.
Yes. Well, you already talked about 미끼. In general, 미끼 is, you know what they are, right?
Bait.
But what specifically?
Worms.
Yeah. Worms and like little shrimp and
That's right.
not really lovely things. So you can buy fake ones, 가짜 미끼. So today we're going to go and buy fake bait. 38 grams, including the case. It's 6,300원, 6,300 won. 실제 지렁이보다 조과가 더 좋다. So better results than real worms.
Oh, really? 이것도 미끼인 것 같은데요?
그럴 수도 있죠. All advertising actually is 미끼.
It's true.
물고기가 좋아하는 냄새와 맛이 나는 지렁이.
Yeah.
This has the flavor and the scent that fish like. I don't know how they know what flavor fish like, but apparently, yes. 냄새가 좋진 않대요. It doesn't smell well. Nice.
Not to you.
Not to us.
Not
yes.
to us.
And this is actually even grosser. 약 10cm 정도의 길이. Each worm is about 10 centimeters.
Oh my.
원하는 길이만큼 잘라서 사용을 하세요.
Oh.
So you can chop them up without feeling guilty because these aren't real and just use as much as you need.
This is true. 조금 더 큰 물고기 잡고 싶으면 10cm를 아니면 2개 겹쳐서.
맞아요. And if you're going for little ones, then you just chop them up and use little pieces.
거기서 요리를 할 수 있어요. You know, if you just want 미끼로 요리를 해가지고, some people bring their own knives, you know, they put in their own ingredients and they're so serious about it. It's a sport. It's a serious sport.
It is a serious sport, and it really depends on what kind of fish you are fishing for. So sometimes they eat worms, and sometimes you use 떡밥. 떡밥 is a paste bait.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes they like 주먹밥처럼. It's like a fist, the size of a fist, and they just stick it onto the hook, and you're like, what are you trying to catch?
And I'm sure like everybody has their own recipe, maybe
Sure.
even. But 떡밥 is another word that we use in everyday. It means spoiler or foreshadowing, a hint.
Oh,
like
does
떡밥을 흘리다 can mean like you're doing that when you're
스포예요.
fishing, but it means you're sort of throwing a hint, like gently throwing a hint. 떡밥을
okay.
뿌리다, 던지다. These are all foreshadowing. And 밑밥 is ground bait. Have you seen that too?
No, I don't know what that is.
Instead of just like single worms, they grind it. It's also called chum.
Oh
I
my
know.
gosh. 너무 디테일하시네.
너무 디테일했죠? It's ground up.
간지렁이. Okay.
But this also is used every day. 밑밥 깔기 means to lay the groundwork for a future event. But so I've heard this more that way than the grinding up
Right.
worms. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if we got the miki, we also get the fishing rod, the lines. I mean, there's so much.
Yes. Well, basically, you need the 낚싯대, the fishing rod, fishing pole, 낚싯줄, a fishing line, 낚싯바늘, fishing hook, and a 낚싯지, a float and a bob. And this is interesting because all three words, 낚싯대, 낚싯줄, 낚싯바늘, has 낚시 with a 시옷 at the bottom. So it's 낚싯대. But
그러네요.
낚싯지 doesn't have a 시옷. So it's 낚싯지.
야, 이렇기 때문에 스펠링이 어려워요.
어려워요. You just have to memorize it.
Yeah, you just gotta know to know.
Yeah.
그래서 이렇게 피싱을 할 때는 다리 아프기 때문에 의자를
의자가
굉장히
필요하죠. Because it's a waiting game, definitely.
한몇 시간 그냥 바닷가에 앉아
I
있어서
think sometimes like overnight.
그러니까요.
And you can't do that standing up, so you need a 낚시 의자.
얼마인가요?
This one is 1,400원, 10,400 won.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad. It's a 팔걸이가 있는 접이식 의자. It's a foldable chair with armrests because you need to rest your arms. too.
컵홀더도 있나요?
컵홀더가 있어요. 팔걸이 망사 컵홀더. It has a little net cup holder on the armrest.
Okay.
And 간편한 설치 및 수납 is always basic, right? Simple setup, easy setup, and simple storage. 어깨끈이 있는 전용 수납 가방. It has an exclusive storage bag with
Wow.
shoulder straps. And it comes in 8 colors, 8가지 색상.
Well, look at that. You can get one for each day of the week and have an extra one.
I know.
Wow. Yeah, lots to learn about fishing. I don't know about you. Have you done fishing? Gone fishing?
Never.
Never.
Never. Have
한
you?
번도. 어렸을 때 민물 낚시 in a man-made pond. And I think I caught around 14 fish.
Oh, good job.
영어로는 beginner's luck이라는 게 있잖아요. 초보의 행운이라고 해야 되나? 네.
낙린이.
낙린이. Yeah, that's true. The next time I went, I didn't catch anything. And so 재미가 떨어져가지고.
I like to go to the aquarium.
저는 생선 먹기만으로도 충분할 것 같아요. Well, we gotta give out the answers to our quiz. 낚시에서 30cm 이상의 큰 물고기를 잡았을 때 쓰는 말은 뭐라고 할까요? 6635님, 월척입니다. Wow, you got it. 3857님, 오늘의 월척이 배고파요. 월척, there you go. What a big catch. 8709님, 월척이라고도 하고 대물낚시라고도 하죠. Oh, is that true? Bonus point to you. 7926, 월척이요. 와, 강이나 바다에 가고 싶네요. That's so true. 5902 says, 월척을 잡았다. 약 30.303cm의 길이를 넘는다는 의미로 붕어에 대해서만 쓰였는데 이제는 모든 물고기에 쓰인대요. Wow, this is some fun facts. 오늘의 커피 쿠폰 위너는 누구일까요? Congratulations to 5901님! 축하드립니다. Thank you very much once again, 심수연님. We'll see you again next week.
See you next week.